Hello there, Gemini. Let's do an energy check-in for you today. Today is Friday, what's today? The 12th or 13th of February? I'm not sure. But it's Friday. So hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe if this reading resonates with you. If it doesn't, check your moon, rising, and your Venus sign. So, Spirit, tell me what is going on with Gemini for today. What is the energy? Temptation. What are you going to be tempted? What is Gemini going to be tempted about? Victory and success. And accelerated motion. Let's get more with the tarot and see what this temptation is all about, because we're nosy and we want to know. Tell me more about this temptation, Spirit. I mean, I like this victory and success and accelerated motion. You know, Gemini, I'm picking up here, like, don't do anything out of temptation just because you feel like victory and success is not coming your way. You might be tempted to do something here that you know you shouldn't be doing. But we'll get more. Tell me about this temptation, Spirit. Speak to me about this temptation. The Magician. Magic. Making something happen. I feel like you might be trying to force something to happen, and it's going to happen naturally. So Spirit's saying it is coming. You've already manifested something for yourself, and it's on its way. Tell me more. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. There's some sort of stability that is coming for you. I'm getting like, don't make hasty decisions, because whatever you've been thinking about is already on its way to you here. I see like an energy in motion here with victory and success and accelerated motion. The Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and temptation. Tell me more about this temptation, Spirit. The Two of Wands. Making a decision. You're about to make some sort of a decision that has to do with your stability. Yeah. And the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords could be a very trickster energy, right? And kind of like winning at all costs here. So, like, if you're thinking about doing something, you're on the verge of doing something because you want to change in your life, but you know that it's probably not going to, I don't know, like, if it's dishonest, don't do it, right? But I feel like you're getting antsy here about something, very antsy, or you might just be very tempted to make a move for yourself, something that you know is going to lead you towards victory and success, right? Take it how it resonates. So for some of you, this could be a decision that you're about to make that you know that is probably not going to be the best, but you're willing to take a risk. And then for some of you, this is a decision that you're about to make that you know is going to work out for you. And you know that it might be providing somewhat more of a secure, situation for yourself. You're very tempted here because I feel like you've got this energy in motion here, and it has to do with your success. And you're like 2.5 seconds away from making this decision, or you've already made some sort of a decision for yourself that you are pretty much certain about, right? And you're like, I'm gonna do this at all costs. I really don't care what happens, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about my victory, my success, right? And getting things to move forward, right? Like wanting things to hurry up and happen quickly. So tell me about accelerated motion, Spirit. The Page of Swords, getting curious about something. Accelerated motion. Being curious but being defensive. The King of Wands. Accelerated motion. And the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Well, that's very interesting. I mean, not everyone here has, okay, not everyone here is single. Some of you might be in a partnership, but for those of you who are single and you're looking for some sort of a partnership, I'm getting here that there's someone that is watching you here. Someone who is very confident, right? Could be like a business owner or have their own business. I mean, you know, or like be very like business savvy, right? But I'm getting fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and they're wanting to offer you some sort of a romantic, you know, relationship here, and they want things to move forward very quickly here. Or this could just be you, accelerated motion. Maybe you are thinking about someone here and quite possibly wondering if they're up to par with your standards and with what you want out of life, right? But I see some sort of new love interest here, or, you know, whether it's around you now or it's coming. But I do see someone watching you and them wanting to approach you so that they can pick things up off the ground here. What is this victory and success, Spirit? Speak to me about victory and success. Making a very difficult decision for yourself with the Two of Swords and the Devil. Wow, Gemini. Well, I mean, you're almost this could be an energy of like almost like obsessively thinking about your victory and your success and what you have to do to get there, right? Making decisions for yourself that maybe you may not be able to see the outcome, but you know that it's not going to be an easy decision for yourself, but kind of doing whatever it takes to you know, get there. But this is also victory and success and the Two of Swords. This is also about cutting off very negative energies, right? And making a decision for yourself to cut off any negative energy that is going to stop you from your victory and from your success. I want to know more about this accelerated motion. Oh, should I pick these up? No. Tell me more about accelerated motion, Spirit. Tell me more about accelerated motion, Spirit. Accelerated motions out of you know, very painful situation that you have been constantly going through over and over and over again. Accelerated motion out of it's like healing with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Healing from the pain, healing from the past, okay? Accelerated motion. Tell me more about victory and success, Spirit. Yeah, the Emperor. You're just like wanting to do anything and everything that you possibly can to get to this victory and success. But I'm getting here like Spirit saying like slow down, okay? Because I'm not sure what you're up to and what you're willing to do, right? But this energy here with the Seven of Swords, again, this is a very trickster energy. The Magician is, you know, using magic, using energy work, right? To do whatever you can to get this done. I'm not saying that you're into that, but what I'm saying is like, this is, you know, energy in motion, using everything, all of your resources, okay? but the temptation card and the devil have come up twice here. So it's the same card. So there's a very kind of like not so good energy when it has to do with getting to where you need to go, no matter the cost. Okay. Tell me more. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. There's a wish fulfillment here. And victory. Listen. Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do, right? And I'm not talking about cutting the corners. I think that at this point in your life, you're realizing what you deserve, okay? And you're willing to do whatever it takes, accept things that are not, you know, obviously, that are within the law, right? To get there, okay? And, you know, this could also be like Spirit saying, yeah, there is victory, there is success, there is a wish fulfillment from this, right? You're going to get what you want, but not in a way where it's unhealthy. This is you taking charge and taking no, you know, not taking no for an answer, right? And kind of being stubborn about your choices and about your decisions and how you go about things from here on out, okay? And some people around you might even see that as maybe toxic, right? And that's fine, because I feel like you are finally cutting out the things that are not serving you, and you're finally taking charge, you're taking action, okay? But you're gaining a lot of attention, whether this be now or quite possibly in the future. And I'm getting a little bit like you're very intimidating to people, right? Because you are in this emperor energy where it's like you're sitting on your throne and you're just not tolerating anything anymore. And you're coming out of this Ten of Swords. See how this Ten of Swords, he's just like, you know, he's been defeated pretty much, but this is in the reverse. You're coming out of it. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, that's beautiful. That's great. So, advice, right? Wow. I'm just like looking over these cards to see if there's another message here. Unfortunately, someone is watching you to see how you are accelerating in motion. How quickly you're growing, how quickly your life is getting better. Listen, they could take notes, right? They could sit and take notes. Give me more for Gemini. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Nothing is stopping you, I'm telling you, with this, you know, with this energy. You're not allowing fear to get in the way of what it is that you need to do. You're taking control of your life. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So here are two cards here that both mentioned fear. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Being aware, right, that you have maybe a fear, but not allowing it to stop you. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So this is about like letting go or just walking away from things that you know are so low vibrational. But when you're stepping into this new energy, there's almost this fear because there's a fear of the unknown, right? And maybe some people, you feel like you've had to do whatever you've had to do in order to cut this out for your own stability and the sake of your own well-being. And because of that also too, I feel like you are attracting a lot of attention here. And you don't even realize it. You probably don't even realize it because you're just like, you're very intimidating at right now, Gemini. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? I mean, people need to take you seriously, right? Because you're very focused on your pentacles. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is you, you know, taking what you have, multiplying it, right? Taking your skills, your resources, and your talents and manifesting something that you know that you deserve, right? Because if anyone else can get what they freaking want, why can't you, right? Why can't you, Gemini? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Gemini.